Well, good morning. Here it is. It's Monday already. It seemed like the weekend went by awfully fast. It's December the 19th. We're in the week of Christmas now. And anyway, I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope that maybe you had time to maybe rest a little bit and maybe just get back on your feet. Of course, I know a lot of people are starting Christmas vacations. I know students and teachers alike most schools have started their Christmas break, their Christmas vacations, and different things going on. But anyway, I hope that you're doing well this morning. Hope that you're ready and excited for Christmas. But this morning, I want to share a devotion entitled "He Knows What It's Like." In John chapter 1, verse 14, it says, "So the Word became human and made his home among us. He was full of unfailing love and faithfulness, and we have seen his glory, the glory of the Father's one and only Son." When Jesus walked among us, he didn't empty himself of his divine attributes, but he did accept the limitations of humanity. In Philippians chapter 2, I want you to listen to what Paul wrote here in Philippians 2, verses 6 through 8. "Though he was God, he did not think of equality with God as something to cling to. Instead, he gave up his divine privileges. He took the humble position of a slave and was born as a human being. When he appeared in human form, he humbled himself in obedience to God and died a criminal's death on a cross." We know from Scripture that Jesus was tired. He got tired. On one occasion in particular, as he came, to the city of Samaria, the Bible tells us in John 4:6 that he was weary. He was tired. He had been walking all day, and probably in the scorching heat of Israel. I mean, how easily could Jesus have just said to his disciples, "Hey, you guys go ahead and I'll meet you there." And, then, he could have simply appeared in Samaria. I mean, after all, he was God in human flesh. Why tire himself out like that? Yet, you see, Jesus, he voluntarily went through the process of feeling what it was like to be tired and exhausted. He wanted to experience that for us. Now, we also know that Jesus felt hungry, during his temptation out in the wilderness. Remember, he was hungry after fasting, for 40 days and nights. And the Bible also tells us that he experienced physical thirst. Hanging on the cross, remember, he cried out, "I thirst." You see, the very God who created water, who could speak to a rock and cause water to gush out of a rock, experienced thirst. Hebrews chapter 4, verse 15 reminds us well, I think. It says, "This priest of ours understands our weaknesses, for he faced all the same testings we do, yet he did not sin." You see, we have a God who knows what it's like to walk in our shoes. He knows what we're going through. And that's one thing that has really, we went through and did a 6-episode study by Kyle Idleman, a pastor in Louisville, Kentucky, entitled "The Christmas Experience." Finished it up last night. That's one thing that has really struck me. As I watched, it has some video, and it's video driven and has some kind of dramatic things about the birth of Jesus. And as I watched and I saw, the birth of Jesus, depicted there, in these episodes, it really struck home with me how Jesus came in the form of a human being, just like us. He accepted the limitations of being in a human body. Now, he was still God, as the scriptures tell us, but he went through all the emotions, all the different feelings we go through, as human beings. And he did that so that he could more understand us, and he knows us. He knows us well, and and that's what's so unique about the Christmas story, and of course what it leads to, in going to the cross and why we celebrate Easter. But anyway, I hope that maybe that becomes so real to you that it will really help you to celebrate the true meaning of Christmas this year. But anyway, I hope this is encouraging this morning. Remember, Angie and I, we love you guys, and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.